Hi friends, welcome back to my garden. Today I want to talk about pests. Are these friends or foes? So I'm going to be going through my garden and show you guys a couple of pests that I deal with in my area and how we can make it better. So I hope you join along and stay tuned to see what kind of friends or foes do we find in the garden. Now, when you first are inspecting your plants, you may just see like, oh, okay, it doesn't look so bad. The leaves look okay. But if you look under, you'll see all these. These are whiteflies. These are not your friend. These are foes. So you want to get rid of those because those can damage your plants. So whiteflies are sap-sucking they suck out the sap from your plants basically, and so that can damage the leaves, it can damage your plants, it can stunt their growth. So there's a lot of reasons why you do not want whiteflies on your plants, and you want to use an insecticidal soap. You can also use like a neem oil as well to spray it. The thing with neem oil is that neem oil can hurt beneficial insects like bees, butterflies, the butterfly caterpillars. If you want certain butterflies like the monarch butterflies, which I know is really popular right now. So you just want to be careful. I think the easiest, less harmful way would be to use a glove, and you can just squish them all and get rid of them that way, or using just insecticidal soap. I have done some research that certain essential oils can also help with whiteflies. A common one that I keep seeing with not just whiteflies but with other insects would be peppermint. So maybe adding peppermint to your soap, watery soap, might help as well.
As an experiment, I am going to take a glass bottle, fill it with some soapy water, mild type of soap, and I'm going to add essential oils of peppermint and rosemary, and I'm going to spray my flowers in the morning to see if this will help with my pest problem. Next up, we have the honeybee. Bees are a beneficial insect. They help to pollinate your plants. These are your friends, and if you're looking for pollinators in your garden, this is one of them. An important thing to note, if you are going to be using sprays or some type of chemical to help with the pests that you do not want in your garden, be mindful, do a little bit of research, make sure that this will not also harm or deter the pollinator ones that you do want in your garden. I have found that zinnias, lavender, sunflowers, and a butterfly bush would help to attract bees to your garden. A nice addition to your garden that will help to keep your bees happy would be to provide a water dish that is shallow in water with pebbles. That way your bees can have some water to drink after pollinating all your fruits and vegetables and flowers from your garden. Another friend or foe that I'd like to highlight here would be the ant. Ants aren't exactly a friend, but they aren't exactly a foe. They are harmless to your plants alone. But the issue with ants is that they can harbor aphids. They can be assisting aphids to be in your garden. They like aphids because they use the sap from the aphids as sugar to feed themselves. Next up is the lizards. I tend to find a bunch of these little tiny lizards in my garden, and they can be actually beneficial. They like to eat beetles, grasshoppers, flies, and other pests. They are harmless to plants, and you can attract with rock piles, logs, and hiding spots.
I am so excited to see this beautiful butterfly on my butterfly bush. It is
quite exciting to see pollinators. I love the butterflies, love the hummingbirds, and this is the first time I actually get to record it. And we can't have a friend or foe list without talking about the butterflies. Butterflies are the bestest of friends. It's one of the main reasons why I wanted a garden in my yard was because I want to attract the butterflies. They have beautiful colors. They are great pollinators to help pollinate your flowers, your plants. Yo, there's a hummingbird.
Daisy?
No. It's right there. It's on the little string. Next up, we have one of my favorite friends here is the hummingbird. This bird is definitely a beneficial to your garden. It loves to pollinate tubular flowers while feeding on the nectar. Flowers that you can have in your garden that will help attract these would be like salvias, fuchsias, trumpet vine. I have a honeysuckle that I will see quite often that they love to hang out around the honeysuckle and the butterfly bush. And I've also seen them hovering over the stalk flowers, which has a very nice fragrance as well. Next up are flies. House flies are nuanced. Hoverflies can actually be beneficial pollinators and aphid predators. Encourage good ones with marigolds, dill, and fennel. You can reduce the bad ones by keeping compost covered and fruit picked. I had read that flies do not like the strong scent of peppermint oil. So I am using this special concoction spray that I am making myself to help deter some of the pests that I don't like in my garden while keeping the good ones that I do want in my garden. Now, dragonflies are actually a sign of a healthy garden ecosystem. They are very beneficial because they will eat the mosquitoes, the flies, and gnats. They are attracted by water features like ponds and bird baths. And I just love how they come in these beautiful different colors. This one's a nice, beautiful blue color. I usually see the small dragonflies in my garden. I don't typically see like the really big ones, but it is nice when I see them there. Next up is the leaf hopper assassin bug, which sometimes can be confused. It looks very similar to the leaf-footed bug. The leaf hopper assassin bug, as you can tell by the name, it is a beneficial predator. It likes to hunt aphids, caterpillars, and leaf hoppers. They have a pointed beak for piercing prey. You want to avoid disturbing them because they're free pest control. Now, another bug that looks very closely to this one is the leaf-footed bug. They are large, slow-moving, true bugs with leaf shapes on hind legs. These can cause a lot of damage. They can pierce your plants. They can suck the juices from the tomatoes, pomegranates, and sunflowers, and a couple of others. And they can cause spotting. Last year, I did find these on my tomatillo plants. They did destroy some of them. And this year, I am trying to be more proactive in checking my plants more often and frequently for pests. And here is a picture of what they look like. These are my aphids. They are a huge pest in my garden. I absolutely hate the aphids. This year I've gotten a lot more than other years, and I think because other years I usually have ladybugs that naturally just come into the garden and they take care of this issue. But this year I've noticed that I have not really seen any ladybugs in my garden. So if that is your issue, you can always purchase ladybugs. You can also purchase lacewings, lace wings, which those are also good for your garden because they will eat the aphids. Aphids will suck the sap out of your plants. They, like I mentioned, they will destroy your flowers. They leave a sticky honeydew substance which ants like. So sometimes they kind of partner up with the aphids. Another way you can control this would be to just take a glove and squish them and get rid of them that way. Or you could do soapy water spray. So fill a spray bottle with some water and some mild soap and just spray them. I would do, if you do any spraying kind of early in the morning, I think is the best time to do it. And for maintenance and balance in your garden, you want to avoid a broad spectrum of pesticides. They can harm the good bugs as well as getting rid of the ones that you don't want. You want to plant a diverse mix for year-round blooms and a habitat. You want to provide water and shelter and safe feeding spaces for your pollinator-friendly birds and insects. And you only want to intervene when the pest issue is getting out of control. Now remember, your garden is like a little neighborhood. Some residents are helpful, some are troublemakers, but all are part of the ecosystem. By learning who's who, you can protect your plants while keeping nature in balance.
And that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new. Please share in the comments if you have any tips or tricks for insects, unwanted insects, I should clarify. And please like, share, subscribe. All of this helps me so much, and I really do appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, sow love, grow joy, and stay rooted. Until next time, bye friends.